Hello everyone, this is Cactus Marsh, and we're back. We're back and we're ready to show off our cube. We did it. We spent freaking like 30 hours building this on stream. Well, more like looking through all the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! All like 12,488 cards in the TCG. We spent 30 hours looking through every single one to build this, the cube. My normal cube. And now we're gonna look at it. Today's just gonna kind of be like a chill day where we just like look through the cube, discuss my thoughts on it, maybe do like an example draft to show you guys what it would look like. And yeah, that's the plan. And if you don't know what a cube is, I kind of have like, well, this is kind of just explaining what my like theory is for the cube. But a cube is just a pile of cards that you bring when you're like playing with friends and you just want to play Yu-Gi-Oh with them, but they don't own any decks, so you just bring on a whole pile of cards to make decks out of. And then yeah, that's basically just what a cube is. I just spent a lot of time deciding what pile of cards I would bring. A lot of time, 30 hours worth of time. Oh man. Ooh, but yeah, this is my cube. I want like a lot of generic stuff so that when you start making your decks from this cube, you gotta like make a lot of decisions. This is a cube to be drafted. If you don't know draft, it's just make like a pack of like 15 cards. Like over here, you make 4 packs of 15 cards. Everyone picks a card from their pack, passes the pack to the left, gets a new pack, and then, you know, keeps picking cards until all the packs are done. The fun thing about draft is that you gotta like decide which of the cards in your pack you want, because you're not gonna get them all, so you gotta be like, do I want this card or this card? Do I think this card's gonna table? But yeah, that's draft. It's pretty fun. But yeah, this is my cube. Dino Wrestler Pankratops as the image because he's a good card. We're gonna ignore any erratas, so Goyo Guardian and Dark Strike Fighter are their OG powerful things. And then there's only like one of each copy of each card in my cube, but like some cards are special, so if you get like Balbaboon or Reborn Tengu, you actually get like 2 extra copies. But yeah, I think we'll just start going through my cube. Let's go through the table view first. Right? Well, we can go through table view just to like go through the category. So yeah, there's 360 cards, and then it's got 75 spells, like 160 effect monsters, 15 links, 65 traps, 3 pendulums, 30 synchros, 11 XYZs, 2 rituals, 1 synchro pendulum, and 1 fusion monster. The ritual monsters you cannot actually summon, and the fusion monster is bad, but I can say that I have all the extra deck monsters and like rituals too. I can say I have all of them in my cube, even though these are probably the 3 worst cards in the cube. Not this guy. This guy's cool. This guy's pretty sick. But these 3, probably not that good, but I can say that I have them. And then yeah, let's go to image view. And then I guess we're just gonna go through the cube. I'm not gonna like go over every single card because, you know, 360 cards. That would take ages if I went over every single one. I'm just gonna go over some of the cool ones. And yeah, let's just browse. Let's just browse. Pretty cool stuff. Obama Unchained Soul. There's a bunch of cards in my cube that are like special summon them from my hand if a certain condition is met, and then they're strong. I call them the Cyber Dragons because, like, you know, they're kind of like Cyber Dragon. They special summon themselves from the hand. And yeah, Obama Unchained Soul is pretty strong. If anything you control is destroyed, you get this guy from your hand, and then you can like discard a card and destroy something. And then if he's destroyed, he comes back. He's just like super good. 3,000 attack. Crazy. Everyone knows Access Code Talker is super strong. Everyone knows him. Alumi Raj. I like Alumi Raj. All monsters on the field lose attack and defense equal to their own level or rank times 300. So this guy can defeat Monarchs. Monarchs have a stat line of level 6, 2400 attack, so 6 times by 300 is 1800. 2400 minus 1800 is 600. Monarchs have 600 attack when Alumirage is out. And Alumirage has 3 times by 900. Alumirage has 700 attack, so Alumirage has 100 more attack than a Monarch. So pretty strong, and it's a tuner, so you can always just synchro it off. Pretty strong, pretty strong. Alpha, another strong Cyber Dragon. Same with the Shadows. I consider, is that how you say it? Is Shadows? Is Scados? I don't know. I'm gonna mispronounce so many of these names. I consider these guys like Cyber Dragons, even though they like, you know, are like the Chaos guys. But yeah, pretty strong. It's either, oh no, Protoss. Arch Nemesis Protoss is the ones that's banned. Yeah. I only have 3 Pendulums monsters in my cube. Don't get me wrong, I love Pendulums, but because I wanted everything to be like generic, I didn't really want to like have a Pendulum strategy, like a Pendulum archetype in my cube. Because with Pendulum strategies, you just want as many Pendulum monsters as you want, as you can get. You just want to go all in on Pendulum so you can just set up your skills and dump your hand like every turn. And that's like, that means you're going all in on Pendulums, and if you're not playing a Pendulum deck, you probably want to stay out of Pendulums, which kind of goes against my theory of I want everything to be like generic and usable. I love Pendulums, but sadly they are kind of inclusive. Azurin's just removal, pretty good. The Ancient Warriors, they're just Cyber Dragons. There's a lot of Cyber Dragons in this cube. There's not OG Cyber Dragon though. He's not good enough, but there's a lot of Cyber Dragon-esque monsters. This one removes if your opponent controls more monsters than you. And this one can steal a monster if it destroys it in battle. Pretty strong. Meluseek, when it can attack directly and when it inflicts battle damage, send one of their cards to the graveyard. There's gonna be a lot of cards in this cube that remove stuff. Removal's just good. Removal's just good. Ooh. Balbaboon, like I said, you get 2 extra copies when you pick him up. So when he's summoned, you get a draw a card and then place it on either top or, well, place any card from your hand on top or bottom. And then if he's destroyed, you get a bunch more Balbaboon. Battle Survivor is pretty cool. He can pick up a card that was sent from your field to the graveyard during the battle phase. So like, if you use Mirror Force, you can get your Mirror Forces back. If you use like a quick play spell, you can get them back. Pretty strong, pretty strong. Oh man. I should probably not be going over all of them, but they're just all so cool. This guy's so cool, man. He can let's see, he can get a beast, or like, you know, the other kind of beasts from your graveyard to your hand when he's summoned. And then he can scale. He can keep scaling with his attack. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. Beast King Barbaros, I think we all know, but he's pretty cool because if you like Monster Reborn him from the graveyard, he'll have his 3000 attack. And you can always just normal summon him for free. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Decay the Eelwind is just a tuner, a level 4 tuner that can modulate its level by going up or down 1, which is pretty useful for synchro strats. Gofu. Yeah, we've got banned cards in my cube. We've got some banned cards in my cube. So strong, man. What other cool stuff? Oh, Card of Safe Return. We've got like actually a pretty good amount of stuff that can special summon themselves from the graveyard. I mean, you saw Back to the Front up here, but yeah, Zephyros, Steam the Cloak can special summon itself from the graveyard. There's like a good amount of cards that can activate Card of Safe Return. Center Ion Phalanx just like flickers a card, so you can like dodge effects. Like you can dodge Mirror Force by like banishing your monster and then you you get it back, so that's pretty cool. Legadia, isn't like Legadia kind of crazy? Yeah, if it's special summoned, you can draw a card and then destroy an opponent's monster. That's like, that's like super value. Oh, if you do, if you end up being interested in this cube and even think about like buying it in real life, don't buy Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel's like $60 right now. Just proxy Chaos Angel. In fact, there's like SP Little Knight somewhere. And he's like $100. Don't buy him either. Just proxy him. Yeah. SP Little Knight's like, oh man, 120. Proxy him and Chaos Angel. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna buy them because they'll eventually go down in price to like probably $20 or less. So don't buy Chaos Angel or SP Little Knight. Proxy them if this cube interests you enough that you want to buy it. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what the music is, it's the soundtrack to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force GX. Pretty neat. Cold Wave is a pretty powerful card. It's fun that you can play with these banned cards. Pretty fun. Bradamante has a lot of text, but basically it when it dies, it comes back and then steals your opponent's monster as an equipped spell. Like your opponent's monster becomes an equipped spell, which is pretty strong. Curse of Aramatier just like summons a token. Yeah, whenever one of your monsters dies, you special summon an adventure token. Pretty good. Danger Bigfoot and Danger Thunderbird are not to be messed with. You either get a free like 3000 beat stick or you like destroy a card. That's a lot of value. Yeah, Dark Strike Fighter is gonna be, ignore the text on it right now, because you'll be using the errata version, or like if I'm using the errata version. If you play this cube, you'll also use the errata version. Oh no, wait, no, the non-errata version. Got that mixed up. This is the errata version. You want to do the original version where it's not a once per turn. You can just attribute everything, I'm pretty sure, which is pretty strong. Diabolos comes back if you tribute a dark monster, really strong. Destructotron, great spell trap removal. You can just keep paying 1000 life points to destroy like every single set spell and trap, super strong. He does die during the end phase if he's the only psychic type you control. But you can just like XYZ summon with them or like link him off or something. Devouring Sarcophagus can steal like 2 monsters. When he's destroyed by battle, he like takes control of that monster. And then when one of your zombies dies, he can take control of whatever killed that zombie. It's like he's super strong. Diebound Colonel is also really strong. He can just flicker himself, so he can like dodge every single like attempt to kill him. Like your opponent activates Mirror Force, you just flicker Diebound Colonel, and then he comes back. Super strong. As you can tell, I put a lot of super strong cards in my cube. Like, I mean, Zeus is here. He's super strong. There's just a bunch of super strong stuff. I could go over all these cards, man, but that would take me ages. Dragon Nails. I don't have a lot of like cards that specify like attribute or type of monster, but I do have this and like some other dark stuff, because there's like dark monsters are the most common monsters in my cube, just because there's a lot of good generic dark monsters. So Dark Nails just like lets your guy come back. This is the only rank 5 XYZ, and I actually only have rank 4 XYZs besides this. I would have loved to have like rank 7s and rank 8s, but it's too tough. You would have to like dedicate way too much to it. I would have liked it, but it would have required way too many cards. But yeah, this basically just like summons a monster from your graveyard when it dies. It's just like neat. Eater of Millions is probably one of the strongest cards in this cube. If it ever fights, it just banishes the opponent's monster face down. And then, yeah, it's just insane. Luna's also really strong since this is a singleton cube. It can just quick effect bounce your opponent's monster in itself, which is like insane. Fiber Jar is crazy. If you can protect Fiber Jar and flip it during your main phase 1, you basically win the game. Fiber Jar is crazy. There's Fire Hand in this cube, and there's also Ice Hand in this cube. You have to draft both of them, but even if you only get one, it's still pretty good, because it's removal. But yeah, if you get both, ooh, the value. The value. This is just like Tribute Zone support. This is probably like a really strong card, because it's unaffected by card effects. Well, in the extra monster zone, of course, but still. This is probably like an insanely strong card. Giant Grenade is, you know, gonna enable so many shenanigans because like Premature Burial's here. Yeah, Giant Grenade, I love it. Guilty is just like, yeah, removal. Gingerbread House is removal. You know I had to have Gores in here. Gores the OG. I had to have a man. The OG. I have a bunch of OG strong cards. Like you saw those Blackluster Soldiers I had to have Gores. We're playing with the first version of Goyo Guardian, so you can just use any tuner. It doesn't have to be an Earth tuner. Grand Tusk Dragon I think is actually going to be like a pretty good MVP. Not like, you know, broken, but like a pretty good MVP. Because if he's normal or special summon, he gets to destroy up to 2 cards. So he's like a great Monster Reborn candidate. Pretty good Call of the Haunted candidate. Yeah, he's probably pretty cool. I technically didn't need to include all 3 Gradles, because they all like do the same thing basically, but I love the Gradles. Gradles are so cool. I tried making a Gradle deck when like they first came out, but they're not the best like actual deck. But yeah, gotta love your Gradles. Just drinking some water there real quick because I've been talking a lot. Giga Cannon's pretty cool. Detach material when it fights to burn your opponent for 1,000 and have it gain 1,000 attack. And then if it's just destroyed, you just get to destroy something. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Chain Borrow just gets like attack twice and get even more attack when it attacks, so it's just like insane. Hoppier Squadron's pretty cool. You can like synchro summon at quick effect speed during your opponent's main phase. It's like you can like dodge something if they like try doing like Snatch Steal on your monster. You can like synchro summon with it in response. That's pretty neat. There's the Ice Hand. There's not that many equipped spells in this cube, but you can still just tribute summon Immortal Phoenix Carefreed. And then you just have a big dude that like when it attacks, it gets to like steal an opponent's monster as like an equipped spell. And then it can like negate monster effects, so it's just a good card. Just a good card. Some of these cards I have in here just because they're tuners that can special summon themselves from their hand. That's why Ecclesia the Virtuous is in here. It's just a Cyber Dragon tuner. Let's see. Jorui Punk Nashiwari Surprise. Surprisingly just good removal. Just destroys a set card your opponent controls. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Kashtira Fenrir's in here because it's insane. There's a decent amount of Time Lords. This one shuffles a card your opponent controls into the deck. Last Will's in here. It can like tutor into a 1500 or less attack points monster whenever like one of your monsters leaves the field. And it's like Last Will's weird because I think you can like activate Last Will before your monster gets sent to the graveyard. Don't like quote me on that. Maybe you just activated it after your monsters. I don't know how Last Will works. Last Will's confusing. I think you can activate it before or after. I don't know. It's been so long. This is just removal. There's a lot of removal in this cube. Lady Labyrinth with the Silver Castle. It's actually a pretty good card for like generic purposes. It can just like special summon itself from the hand when like a normal trap card is activated. And then it can like tutor for normal traps whenever a normal trap is activated. Level Eater, we all know, is insane. Insane. Magic Cylinder, I love it. I love Magic Cylinder, man. People argue that it's not good, but I don't care, I love it. Ooh, Marsh Macaron. So this is another card that when you get it, you get 2 extra copies. And then when it dies, you get a special summon out to 2 other Marsh Macarons from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. So this guy can just keep looping with himself. Like he dies, he summons 2 from the deck. Let's say your opponent doesn't destroy them all. The next turn when they attack into Marsh Macaron, and then you can summon the ones from the graveyard back. It is a hard once per turn effect, but this guy just keeps on living. Keeps on living. Masterpiece, just like a tribute summon boss. You know him, you love him. Moonmirror Shield's an interesting card. Cause like, it's interesting. It like lets you win any fights. And like you can keep getting it back if you want. The cool thing is like if you create a lot of tokens, you can equip this to a token. And then if you just have like constant token generation, you're like kind of fine with putting this back on top of your deck when it dies. In theory, I don't know if that would actually be a good gameplay loop, but in theory I think that's what you want to do. This is just like, it just destroys a spell or trap. That's basically its main use. You've seen all these powerful and crazy cards, but Neospatian Grand Mole still carries. Still punches way above its weight. No one can stop the Grand Mole, he's too strong. This is a singleton cube, so Orbital Hydrolander is like a no-brainer. You have to have 5 or more monsters in graveyard without the same name, and then he can like remove stuff. Orgoth's pretty cool, tribute summon dude, and then you like roll 3 6-sided dice, and then you can like do some cool stuff. You can like Pot of Greed, man. If you roll like 2 3s or 2 4s, you can do some crazy things with them. Odd Eyes Advanced Dragon is also like a tribute summon boss that can like get guys back from your graveyard when it beats people up. Pretty cool. Overlay Network is like an insane continuous card. It can just like keep special summoning stuff from your graveyard. It's kind of crazy. Because like target a face-up monster, you control that as a level, and then summon a guy from your graveyard with the same level in defense. But its effects are negated, and you can only summon XYZ monsters from the extra deck, but like still, that's still just a good effect. Unlike a continuous spell, that's still a good effect. Penguin Soldier, like I said. We have all these insane monsters, but Penguin Soldier keeps living on. Keeps punching above its weight. No one can stop the Penguin Soldier. Let me change the music real quick, just so that it doesn't get too repetitive. Let's go with Classroom 1. I think that was a good one. Yeah, this one sounds good. Okay, Pandrin's action is pretty cool. It gets effects based on the difference between your extra deck and your opponents if you have more than them. And since you have to like, actually pick up extra deck cards if you want them, you can like actually probably get more than 10 extra deck cards than your opponent. That's actually probably reasonable. So yeah, pretty cool. Parasomnia Pillow just like destroys the equipped monster. And remember, you can equip opponents' monsters with equipped spells. And then if this card's sent to the graveyard, you can you can like get like a token with the same attack as that monster. So like you can like destroy a monster and like clone it, which is crazy. Turn Trooper is also crazy. He like gets a counter during your battle phases, and while he has one counter, he can negate one opponent's monster attack, and while he has two counters, you can tribute him to banish all monsters on the field until your opponent's second end phase. So that's just like, whoa. We've got the pot cards. I didn't include Pot of Greed because that card's too crazy, and I didn't include Graceful Charity because that card's also too crazy. But yeah, we have most of the pot cards. Phantom of Chaos can like become a clone of something from your graveyard, which is pretty cool when we have all these like insane monster effects. Ritual monster that you can't summon, you just like discard him to negate an attack and negate that monster's effects. Rotten. During your battle phase, you can like destroy a card your opponent controls. Pretty good Link 3. Ooh. I really gotta like I'm spinning weight and it's fine. There's a bunch of cool cards. I can't help myself. There's a bunch of cool cards. Like Ravenous, Croco Dragon, Arch These. You can draw cards equal to the number of non-tuners used for its synchro summon, so you like Scapegoat and have like a level 5 tuner. You can like draw 4 cards off of this, which is like, whoa. Level 5 tuner. You saw the Blackwing Decay the event that could modulate its level up one, so like that card in Scapegoat is like draw 4. Crazy. This Time Lord just burns, yeah, just burns. Spiral cards are pretty cool. If you declare your opponent's monster, if you declare the type of the top card of your opponent's deck, you get a special summon it and destroy a spell and trap card. And the cool thing is, if you fail, you can still just normal summon him or just wait till the next turn. He's a really cool dude. Salamander Great Blaze Dragon. You get 2 extra copies of it because if it has no material during the battle phase, it can XYZ summon it into itself and then destroy an opponent's monsters. So that's pretty cool. Seravis, you don't summon, you just discard him to negate someone that targets one of your monsters. Man, oh man, there's so many cool cards. Shiranui's Squire Saga can like banish synchros from your graveyard to destroy monsters, or banish like fire monsters, destroy spell traps. Simorg of Darkness is like Diabolos, where if you tribute a wind or dark, you can summon this dude from grave. This is just removal. Turn a face-up monster into a continuous spell, that's just removal. Same with like Flamberge Dragon. You tribute summon this and you can like make summon a continuous spell and then like just steal it. Pretty cool. Steam Synchron's also cool. You can like quick effect synchro summon. So like you can dodge some cool things. Masurawo, if that's how you say it, is all of these cards are cool. All of these cards are cool, but this guy can attack in face-up defense position, so he's attacking for 4,000. And then if your opponent activates a spell or trap, you can draw until you have 3 cards in hand. Like, all of these cards are cool. I'm pretty sure this like banishes things. If this would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish 1 card from your graveyard, and if the card is banished, you can banish something. But yeah, this is just cool. Just cool. This card's cool. It becomes like a Sakuretsu armor when it dies. This can like tribute summon itself by like tributing an opponent's face down monster. Calculator is pretty cool because of all these cyber dragons that have 5 levels. Time Tearing Morganite, you can draw 2 cards for the rest of the game, which is like insane. This is the fusion monster. It kind of sucks, but you can fusion summon it in this cube. But yeah, it kind of sucks. Vampire Fraulein can like, when it destroys an opponent's monster, you can steal it, and then it can like buff itself by paying life points. Crazy. Heavy Borger. It's just like a tribute summon dude, where like each turn you can reveal a dark monster in hand to draw a card. Barrier the Avernus Sylph can like steal stuff. And yeah, Yamata, when it inflicts battle damage, you can draw until you have 5 cards in hand. Yeah. There's like so many cool cards in this cube. There's like so many cool new cards, like Yamatako Orochi, and there's so many cool old cards, like Witch of the Black Forest. Yeah, that's the cube. It's got a bunch of cool things. If no, yeah, I probably should have said, if you're interested in looking at it yourselves, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll post the link to this cube in the description. Yeah, if you want to check this cube out, it'll be in the description. But yeah, that's the cube. I think now maybe we'll just do like an example draft to show you what that looks like. First, let me drink some water. I talked a lot for that segment. Like I said, I could gush over all of these cards because I literally looked through all of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all 12,488 of them, and I picked these 360 out of them. So these are the ones I like the most for this cube. There's some that I didn't pick that maybe I do want in this cube, like Mirage of Nightmare would be an interesting inclusion. That could be pretty fun. Mirage of Nightmare, continuous spell. It's like, during your opponent's standby phase, draw until you have like 5 cards in hand, and then during your standby phase, discard randomly equal to the number of cards you've drawn. But like if you destroy it in between your opponent's standby phase and your standby phase, you gotta keep those cards. So like, ooh, risk reward. Yeah, that would probably be like the first card that I put in here if I like cut something. I don't even know what my first cut would be. I like all these cards. I don't even know what I would cut. Yeah. But anyways, this is my cube. Link to it in the description if you're watching on YouTube. And yeah, let's go. If you do think about buying it, just know you're going to be spending a lot of money because buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards is expensive, and there's 360 of them, so maybe don't buy the cube because it's going to cost you a lot of money, like a lot. So yeah, let's just do a practice draft. So I think we do this, right? No, we do this. My cube. We draft cube. So it's 60 cards per person, which means this could go up to 6 people. But I'm gonna just draft with 4 because that's what I'm usually gonna do IRL. Like I usually don't, when I hang out with friends, we usually don't get like 6 of us together. We usually just get like either 3 or 4 of us together. So I'm just gonna do 4. Draft until you have 60. Give us infinite time. Yeah, this looks right. Draft cube. Fill open spot with bots. And yeah, I will show you what a cube draft looks like. So yeah, this is our first pack. You can see all the cards if we scroll all the way. The bottom stuff we probably won't first pick, so let's like look at the top 9. Level Eater's crazy. Snatch Steal's crazy. For my first pick, I want like a crazy card. Either a crazy card or just like yeah, just like a crazy card. Glow Up Bulb can be pretty strong. Blackluster Soldier like is strong, but isn't like crazy strong. Calculator's fun. I could be tempted to first pick him just because he's fun, but I think Level Eater is just the right pick. It's either one of these two, Level Eater or Snatch Steal. I think you just go Level Eater because you can just get too much value out of it. Okay, what are the bottom two? Pretty strong cards. Torrential Tribute, really strong. It's like a board wipe. I'm thinking Torrential Tribute. I'm gonna try to like explain what I look for in draft. But like, removal. I look for removal. That's what I look for. I look for removal. I look for like cool bosses. I look for like useful monsters. But for now, I'm just gonna go with removal. This is also removal. When your opponent activates a monster effect, destroy it, negate the activation. That's also pretty good. But I'll just pick up Torrential Tribute. Okay, that's just a tuner that can special summon itself. Okay, so we've got... Oh, this is a good pack. Wow. So you've got like a really good spell trap removal card in Mystical Space Typhoon. And in this format, you want like as much spell trap removal as possible, because there's some like annoying traps and spells that you just have to get rid of. So you want as much spell trap removal as possible. So this is like an insane pick, but Kashtira Fenrir is also just insane. If you control no monsters, special summon this, and then when it declares an attack or your opponent activates a monster effect, banish a face-up card your opponent controls. This is just, yeah, I think you just have to just pick Fenrir. It's just so strong. Some other considerations are Reborn Tengu, just like special summons a bunch of Reborn Tengus, Alpha the Master Beast, can like bounce stuff. But yeah, I think you just have to pick Fenrir. It's too strong. Ooh, Mirror Force. Breaker the Magical Warrior, spell trap removal. I think you just have to pick Mirror Force. Okay, unfortunately, since we're playing with bots always pick the first card in each pack. We're gonna try to like play without that knowledge, but yeah, the bots just pick the first card in each pack. But we'll try playing without that knowledge, so we'll pick up the Snatch Steal. If we were actually like drafting with real people, there's no way the Snatch Steal would have made its way back to us. But since we're playing with bots, we'll easily take the Snatch Steal. Ooh, Protoss might be the pick. Maybe Gale or Steam. Timebreaker Magician's also really good. It's just like you can banish an opponent's monster and Timebreaker until your next turn. So you basically just like remove an opponent's monster. Basically. Oh, Protoss though, you're so good. You're so good. Man, this is a tough pick. I think I'm just gonna go with Timebreaker. I already have like a good boss monster already. I kind of want some like basic dudes. I think the right pick would be Protoss, but I kind of want some just like normal dudes. Oh yeah, and then yes, the bot. If this was a real draft, these two would have been taken like instantly. Well, since we're playing with bots, we just get all the good cards. Here, I think we just take Breaker for like a normal dude and spell trap removal. Here we pick Fire Hands just for the funny meme of if you get the Fire Hand Ice Hand combo. I'm not gonna take Protoss. I'm just gonna go. The right pick is Protoss, but I'm just gonna go with Steam the Cloak. And then Chanbara is like a crazy synchro monster. Like I said, it can attack twice. SP Knight is good if you're going Link spam, because you like make a Link monster and then link into this and then just get like a lot of value. But we're not really a Link spam deck. This like bounces an opponent's extra deck monster. We'll just go with Swords of Revealing Light. It's just a good card. That's spell trap removal. That's good. We'll go with number 101, good card, and then a tuner that can special summon itself. Okay, next pack. These are decent cards, but I think we'd want something else. So good spell trap removal with Olenoids and Galaxy Cyclone. but like good synchro monsters with Final Sigma and Masurawo, and then Morphing Jar is just like insane value. This is a tough pack. I think we only have one. We have two tuners. We have Steam the Cloak and Colacelot. We could kind of start going synchro stuff. You know what? Yeah, we'll go synchro stuff. We'll take Final Sigma and like try to go synchro stuff. If we're going synchro stuff, we probably want, oh well, evenly matched. I think you just have to take evenly matched. Is like probably not even like it's a good card in like actual Yu-Gi-Oh, but in like limited, like it's a good card, but like they can, you know, play around it because they're probably already playing around like board wipes like Dark Hole and Heavy Storm, so they probably only like have like either 2 or 3 cards on the field. So Evenly Storm's not like an insane card in this format, but like if they ever like forget about it, then they can kind of just get wrecked by it. So I'll just pick it up. Ooh, Monster Reborn. Goyo Guardian though, we are the synchro deck, so I'll take it. Level 4 tuner, level 4 tuner. We want, oh, but Pankratops. The right pick is Pankratops, but I'm just gonna go for a level 4 tuner. Analyzer can special summon stuff from the hand. Uvio Loop just like lets you get it back from your graveyard. So go with Analyzer. And then because we're playing with bots who only pick the first card in each pack, I get all my goodies, which I should not be able to get. All my goodies. Monster Reborn, yeah, that would have been like taken if we were playing with real people. Pankratops would have been taken, but I'll take Uvio Loop just to be fair. Morphing Jar would have been taken. All of these good cards would have been taken if you were playing with real people. This summons a level 4 token whenever any of your monsters are destroyed. That's pretty good for synchro decks. Getting a free level 4 body that you could synchro summon with. I'll actually take that. That's pretty good. Marsh Macaron is probably the choice. Is it? Ooh. What is the choice here? I don't even know if I want Marsh Macaron. Shit, what is the choice here? This can modulate its level, which is good for synchro strats. How many normal traps do I have? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll take a Proof and S just because of the level modulation. Probably Solemn Warning, right? Yeah, Solemn Warning. Too good. Olion. It's a tuner. We'll take it. Praying Mantis makes tokens, and Garuda removes spells and traps, so I'll take a Garuda, and then I guess I get that. Okay, third pack out of 4. Ooh, we've got some choices. Ooh, we got a lot of choices. This synchro monster is actually only good if you're also playing Link monsters, because then you get like Boral counters equal to the Link monster's Link rating, and then you can like negate cards based off the counters, so since we're not playing Link monsters, we're not going to take that. I think we just go Tri-Edge. Yeah, Tri-Edge can just like get you value. Yeah. Actually, no. I'll just pick a Boundless Trap Hole. It's just a good card. Oh, Change of Heart. Dude, my cube has so many good cards. It's crazy. My cube has I can't wait to draft this cube in real life with real people. It's gonna be so fun. Oh, Crackdown. I'm gonna have so much fun drafting this cube in real life. This is gonna be a blast. I'm so happy with how this cube turned out. Dude, I'm so happy. Oh man. I'm so happy. If you guys ever do anything with this cube, like if you check it out or anything, I hope you guys have fun with it too. Cause this is a blast. I'm having a lot of fun. Here, I guess we take Foolish Burial. We have enough graveyard stuff to enable it. One of the things if I ever change cards in this cube, I think I want to add more Foolish Burial effects. I only have like 2 cards that like do this effect. I think I want to add more if I ever do any changes. There's only summons a level 1 tokens, so we'll take the tuner monster. I guess we'll take tuning. We have way too many tuners. We gotta get some non-tuners. Gotta get some non-tuners. We'll go Thunderbird. Non-tuners. Non-tuner. Non-tuner. Ooh, Battle Survivor is good because we have Mirror Force and stuff like that. We'll take Avarice. We have like a lot of monsters. Synchro. Camion we probably won't play. Roll Decree we probably won't play. Oh, Squire Saga. Perfect for a synchro deck. Last Will maybe? What level tokens does this make? Level 1. Back to the front maybe? This is Sigma. Nah, we don't need tuners. I'm kind of feeling Last Will. Yeah. We have a lot of targets for it. Ooh, a level 8 you can just normal summon. Pretty good for synchro strats. Scapegoat is probably not good for us actually. Ooh, Dark Hole. Oh, Dark Hole Heavy Storm. Insane. We'll take the Heavy Storm. Insane pack. Ooh, what do we take here? I guess like a Cradle Eagle. I guess we can take Sigma. No, I actually want a trap card. How many synchros do we have? 7? I'll take another synchro. and now we get the Dark Hole because we're playing with bots. Playing with bots. Yeah, I'm just picking good cards now. We already have like way too many good cards. The bots just gave us everything we wanted. Everything we wanted. I'll take Omega. I guess I'll take Chaos Envoy the End. Okay, so yeah, that's what a draft looks like. You draft it, you can even like download your draft as like a YDK value file. And yeah, this is all the cards we got. We could even make a deck out of this on like Duel Link Book or something, but yeah, that's all the cards we got. You can even see the cards your opponents took, but they're just bots picking randomly, so there's probably like no inherent strategies. But yeah, drafting the cube. Yeah, I can't wait to draft this with real people. But yeah, that's like that's my cube. That's my cube. And that was kind of like my thought process. I went into like the synchro strategy once I saw this getting like... When did I even do that? It was like during Chanbara, right? No, it was during yeah, it was during Chanbara. Yeah, it was Steam the Cloak and then Chanbara, and then I was like, might as well go full on synchro, so I like got these guys. Or maybe it was during Final Sigma. Might have been during Final Sigma that I decided to go synchros. But yeah. See, my strat just getting like tuners, and then since I have enough tuners, I went for like non-tuners and like stuff with like high levels so that you can cheat out level 12 synchros pretty easily. And then just like a bunch of good spells and traps like removal, summoning tokens, you know, the good stuff. I've had to make a deck out of this because if you don't know, for this environment, the minimum deck size is 30 cards instead of 40, so you can run a 30 card deck. You can still run a 40 card deck, but you can run a 30 card deck. I would have to cut so many cards because, let's see, how many main deck cards do I have? I have 50. 50 main deck cards, so I would have to cut 20 of these. Yeah, that would be there's some easy cuts there, but still. This would be a tough deck to make. Actually, maybe not that tough. That's 3, that's 4, that's 5. I've already cut 5 cards. Oh, but then it becomes difficult. Would I even play that? I don't know. But yeah. That's what draft is. And then you make a deck and then just play against your friends. So yeah. That was kind of my cube. And a showcase of it. Oh, oops. Yeah, leave. I don't need to save any of those changes. So yeah. That's my cube. Cactus Marsh's normal cube. Hope you guys had fun looking at that. I was just rambling. I was just talking so much about my cube. Hope you guys enjoyed all my thoughts on it. Yeah, I really like this cube. I really like this. I'm even like buying it IRL. It's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but I had like at least 200 of the cards already owned, so I didn't have to buy that many. But yeah, I am in love with my cube. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, the link to my cube's in the description if you want to look at it. And yeah, I think that'll be it for me today. I was just here to showcase my cube. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the cube. Thanks for watching, appreciate you guys. Yeah, I think that's it for me today. So this was Cactus Marsh, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Bye-bye.